Hello, this is Jeremy with the Utopians bus, doing another quick little episode. Not too quick, close to half an hour. But yeah, see me here putting on my helmet, and I got all my gear on, ATGAT, all the gear all the time, leaving from the bus where it is parked, and I am now living back in it temporarily until I can start working on again. And cruising out of the neighborhood here in Birmingham, Alabama, just outside of Birmingham in the city, taking a nice ride today to Oak Mountain State Park, the largest and one of the most nicest state parks I've ever been to in my life. The largest in Alabama here, apparently. So, yeah, hope you guys have been doing well. I missed making videos. Just been very busy working and, doing the thing. Check this out. So these guys, not the most legal in the world, and I'm sure you've seen some of this before, but yeah, wheeling, taking up both lanes, riding down the highway here, and moving along. But yeah, people gonna do what they gonna do, and I'm here for it. Anyway, cruising along here. It's fall time now. It's reaching winter. This was shot, let's see, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago. The leaves are starting to change colors. It's been kind of dry, so it's not as spectacular as I would have liked, but still, nonetheless, I had a really nice time. And it was a beautiful day that day, riding down to Oak Mountain State Park. Cruising through the back neighborhoods here, always taking the back roads, trying to stay out of traffic, trying to stay clear of the freeway and crazy maniac drivers. That's the best way to get run over on a little mini motorcycle. So, yeah, things have been going well. A little clip there. I don't know what happened, but it happens. GoPros aren't the best, but love the fluid movement here. Cruising along. You start to see some of those colors in the trees. And it was just a great day to go ride. Yeah, I think I'm reaching the state park very soon here. I might have skipped along and probably left out some footage of the city driving, but yeah, this looks like it's getting close to the Oak Mountain State Park. I think I got sidetracked and turned around a little bit, and you'll see that soon. Still trying to find my way. I should have went left there instead of right, but I've never been this way, so it's always nice to take a new adventure and see some new things. And Google Maps has been my friend. I mount the bike to the camera, or mount the camera to the bike. See the freeway over there to the left. This is where I made my little U-turn and got back on track towards the state park. I believe it's $5 to enter per vehicle, including motorcycles. A lot of people riding mountain bikes, and just so many activities in the park. We'll get there soon. So before we enter, I would like to just say thanks for following along. And these videos are not of building the bus, more so of just me living life and enjoying as much free time as possible, when possible, to do some of these things. Here's the entrance here. Very nice people run the place. There is lots of camping options and stuff like that. You see people on bikes. There's tons of people riding bikes, but as you can see there's some really vibrant, beautiful colors. I haven't edited this video other than just putting the clips together and doing this audio recording layover afterwards. So I made a few stops on this day. I want to kind of give a little tour. This is the entrance of the park, and it's, I don't know how many acres, but I'd say at least a few thousand acres of, there's a golf course here. I'll show you in a second. I pulled up and took some amazing photos of this beautiful tree that just caught my attention. You'll see that in a little bit. There's the golf course off to the left. And then I saw this big yellow tree. I had to turn around. I was like, you know what? That's gorgeous. Oh, it's coming up here soon. So it's a really big golf course. It's still continuing there off to the left. I'm not a golfer, so, but I do enjoy riding the motorcycle, so that's what I was doing here. Yeah, I think it's right around here somewhere that I stop. said, wait, hold on. That caught my eye. And it's gorgeous. Look at that tree. Oh my lord. How beautiful is that? So yeah, stopped here. I got off. Still in my gear. Sweating a little bit. Doing some really cool photography of that with my phone. It takes nice photos. I would have dropped them in here and shown you the result of that. But yeah, very happy with the result. I just don't have the energy or patience to enter those things yet. I will, of course, improve over time and start including things like that. But anyway, yeah, having a really nice time here in Birmingham, Alabama. I've been here since March. Moved up from Macon after moving out of Florida, my native homeland, for most of my life. I am pretty well traveled. I've got relatives in pretty much every corner of the United States. And I've been as far up as Alaska and as far south as down into Mexico, both on cruises. And then I've been to the Bahamas, but never really off the continent. I do intend on one day, hopefully, marking off the bucket list, doing some backpacking through Europe, and maybe getting on a train and doing that sort of thing. So yeah, this is frozen in time here. I did not cut this out. Sorry about that, but it's still a time lapse, so it should go pretty quickly. And I'll get back on the bike and show you some stuff. Speaking of backpacking through Europe and maybe hopping on a train, doing a day rail pass through many countries. Recently, I was doing some work. I'm getting back on the bike now in a second, I guess. I don't know. I can't stop taking photos. It's like my biggest passion. Anyway, I was going down to Tampa, Florida, driving a truck down there for the job I do. I deliver moving trucks, if you haven't watched any of my last videos, for a company called Draver. And they had an assignment to go from Alabama and take a truck all the way down to Tampa after that last hurricane that kind of messed everything up. Not as, I mean, it was pretty destroyed down there, but they did a pretty quick job of cleaning up. So yeah, I delivered a truck down there, and then they got me a hotel overnight, and I flew back. But when I was in the hotel, I met a really nice gentleman from over there in Amsterdam, I believe. And we exchanged information, talked a lot about adventures and traveling, and he's a railroad enthusiast. He's also a conductor for a train that goes through the Netherlands and all that. And so we exchanged information for sure, and if I ever do make it over there and mark that off my bucket list, I intend on meeting up with him and maybe getting a tour and seeing some really neat places like that. So it looks like I'm about to get back on the bike. Some people golfing over there. But what a gorgeous contrast that tree made to all the green around it. Let's see here. Do I get back off again? Yeah, probably. Because I'm ridiculous. Photography is my passion. Rode the bike this way. And then that way. Am I leaving? Yes, leaving. Okay, so headed back into the park now. Explore a little deeper. Passing cyclists. It's a low speed limit, but it's a beautiful park. I think it's $5 admission to get in, and they offer camping options. I think there's even a little cafe where you can eat. There's primitive tent camping. There's actually cabins that you can rent. I'll show you that in a little bit. I'm making my way deep into the park now, deeper, and yeah, it's just beautiful. Can't believe the amount of natural beauty that you can see. Looks like I made a U-turn there, and I want to see what's down this road. This is actually the BMX park. There's a BMX track. There was a whole group of mountain bikers there, but that's a BMX track right there, free to the public. They probably make you sign a waiver or something. There was only one kid out there and their parent, but looks like lots of fun. My nephew used to do that. Oh, this is cool. I found a little, I gave him his wing back. Somebody made that and just set it on top of a post. Like a little bird made out of a pine cone. It's cool. There's the monkey. I love that bike. It's so much fun. Got my little cup holder. Got a little GoPro mount right there that I'm about to mount back up. Phone holder. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I actually went down one sprocket tooth size in the front after looking through some YouTubes and seeing what I could do to improve the top speed. Didn't really get much more top speed, maybe a couple miles an hour, but I did improve the acceleration, so it's a lot more peppy now. Stopping there to look at the mountain bikers. I guess they're doing like a workshop or something of some kind. So yeah, they got a BMX track. What's the next thing on the list? Let's see here. I believe I stopped in the tent camping. I'm not sure. Anyway, I had a backpack with me. I packed a sandwich lunch. Yes, I'm in the actual campground now. I think I may have mixed that up in order, but that's fine. Some beautiful campsites in here. Pretty affordable, I think, for a full hookups. It's seasonal, so the prices do change, but it's around $70 a night, which is pretty affordable when you sit there and think about how much it might cost you to go to a hotel and not have all the same amenities. You got full hookups. I'm talking to this woman here. A couple was there with this Dodge Ram Transit van. And yeah, they look like they were professionals as far as hiking and camping and traveling go. So pick their brain about some things, ask them about the camping, how they like it. There's a big loop that goes around. See some people there on their bikes. A lot of people have those motorized electric bikes, which is kind of cool. But I love my monkey, and it's heavier, but it's about the same size as an electric mountain bike. Yeah, I'm heading through another loop here. They gave me the code to be able to go and check out all the campsites. And there's quite a few big slips, I think up to 50 feet long, and the bus is 43 feet with the rear deck. So at some point, when I am ready and the bus is a little further along in the build, I'm going to have to go over there and do some actual camping in the park. That'll be really nice. So yeah, making my way around the little loop, checking out all the sites. Towards the end are the nicer ones, in my opinion. Nice roads through here, beautiful scenery. Going through the other loop, I believe. Oh no, I'm back on the main park road. So let's see where I'm headed from here. I think this is where I might stop for lunch. Not real sure. This is all very new to me. Very pretty. I could get lost in those woods for days and nothing of it. Really good riding here. Don't need to go fast or anything. I was just immersed in my surroundings, just loving the beauty of the place. It's a really big park, obviously. What is this area? There's a hiking trail, I believe. A nice big lake. Just kind of checking out the surroundings. Cruising through. Yeah, there's a big trail that goes down there. Just pulled up to it to show you the entrance of it. Nice huge lake, lots of fishing, and you can bring your own watercraft, water sports stuff. I believe they allow boats in here. There might be a boat ramp. They rent kayaks and canoes and all that. Beautiful view over here, cruising off-road on the bike. Making sure I don't slip in the gravel. It does get a little sketchy. Just traversing the edge of this thing. Looking at the view. There's some sandhill cranes over here. Didn't want to get too... Oh no, those are geese. Okay, Canadian geese, I believe. Didn't want to get too close because they can get a little agitated and mean. Okay, so here's another group of bikers. They were there meeting up, probably doing some trail riding together, maybe a club, and then just kind of looking over the lake here. I decided this is where I wanted to go eat my lunch. Make a little loop. Sorry about the delays here, but I did want it to be thorough and showing everyone around in this video. About 15 minutes in right now. Hopefully I still have your attention. This is beautiful Alabama. A little north of central Alabama, Birmingham area. I think I was adjusting my map and seeing where everything else was. But I'm going to go down here. There's a pro shop there. I think that's where they rent the kayaks and canoes and things like that. Some people over there to the right having a nice little cookout. There's people out there fishing, having a good old time. There's, I believe smallmouth and largemouth bass. There's probably crappies, grapies. I don't know how to pronounce it. I will end up doing some fishing at some point. But yeah, I stopped right here. There was another guy out on the edge of this pier here. Grabbed my stuff. I was getting hungry. The day was wearing on, and look at that reflection. It was still as could be. Beautiful. I would have included some audio here because there was some geese that were making a ruckus. I guess their mating call or whatever. Yeah, that's me sitting down, getting hungry. Got my little lunch packed there. Forgot my drink back on the bike. I think that's what I'm going to do now. Yeah, filming all this with a GoPro. Yum, yum, yum. Nice way to spend the day. That cord that keeps dragging my jacket along there, it's connected to a portable battery charger. I think I was talking to Karen down in Florida and giving her a little full tour spin around while I'm eating, of course. And what a peaceful way to spend an afternoon. A little picnic lunch. And it does get lonely being up here basically to my own devices and stuff. But lots of solitude. I think I was video messaging with her, showing her what I was up to. Really enjoyed myself that day. Gonna take another ride today with a nice guy I met who has a Honda Trail 125, and really cool dude. Same size engine, just a different version of the bike. They remade these old bikes like the Trail and the Monkey specifically. They used to be 1970s make bikes that were smaller, like 50cc engines, and they've upgraded to like a 125, which is still a smaller engine than most street bikes, but definitely capable of riding on the road for the most part. Beautiful blue skies, decent cloud cover to stay cool. This was at least a month, maybe 2 months ago. When I filmed this, it was still pretty hot. So a nice way to cool off. I think now I'm doing a bunch of photography, panoramas, high dynamic range HDR photos using my cell phone. Quite capable. Basically doing a sit and spin and trying to stay still. At some point I intend on showing my photography off on this YouTube channel, and maybe even doing some workshop style tutorials on how to take beautiful photography. It is my passion. I have a degree from the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, and although I'm driving trucks for money now, it's still my greatest passion, and definitely will dive back into photography at some point. I've had a little bit of a creative block since moving, but only because I need to focus on making money, and it's hard to reinvent yourself when you're in a new place. Plus my gear needs some updating and stuff like that. I think I'm talking to this guy who's fishing there. Make conversation, very sociable. My upbringing has basically, provided me comfort when it comes to talking to other people. I'm approachable, and I like to hear people's stories, and I'm always usually the first one to introduce myself or try to strike up conversations with people, because why not? That's what humanity is all about, is being human and not being stuck on our devices all the time, or sheltering ourselves or closing ourselves off from the world. There's so much to learn and hear about from people and experience, and living through other stories is just really nice for me. I'm not so much of an extrovert, but I am extroverted. I'm more of an introvert. I like to stay to myself. I like the solitude that comes with that. I like peace and quiet, but at the same time, I love music. I love some noise, as long as it's nice, as long as it has some therapeutic quality to it. Who knows what I'm doing here? Maybe texting or something. Or searching for my next location on a map. Finishing up my lunch, of course. So yeah, Alabama's been good to me. Staying pretty busy working. I'm able to save some money now. Finally, for once in my life, I've got a little bit of money in the bank, and I'm just going to keep adding to it. I've got goals to start back up on the bus build. I actually put a vinyl floor in there. It's just temporary, but way better than having to walk around on a plywood subfloor that's been in there for a while and receiving moisture and getting beat up. So I put a vinyl floor in there. I got a few rolls of it and installed it just temporarily, just floating in there, no glue or anything. But I think it looks really nice, and it's a lot easier to clean, and looks nicer, and it's a great motivator for me to continue with the build on it. So let's see. Got about 4 to 5 minutes left of this video, and yeah, probably just sitting there going, why is this guy not moving along? Come on. All you're doing is babbling at this point. But it's kind of a real-time video, a little bit sped up. Hyperlapse mode. Just enjoying the view and the sights and the sounds. I think I was probably talking to another friend of mine from down in Florida. So I'll be headed down there next week, actually. Today is the date. Today is November 17th. I'm not sure when I'll be able to upload this, but yeah, I'll be down in Florida, back in Sebring. Starting off in Orlando, flying down to Orlando. I'm going to spend a couple nights there with Karen and the dogs. It's going to be so great to see them after not seeing them for almost a year now. I think last December was the last I saw them. So it's going to be great reuniting with them. I'm sure they're going to freak out. Just can't wait. I can't wait to see them, spend time with her. We're going to spend Thanksgiving week together with her parents, and get this Jeep that I have and collect it, bring it back. Finally got it running. 4x4. It's got a tow package on it and everything. It's old, but it's going to serve me well up here in Alabama. So I'll actually have a vehicle instead of just a motorcycle to get around. Yeah, putting the GoPro back in the little case there, mount it back to the handlebar of the bike, zip up, put on my gloves, and hit the road again. back in the park, made another turn there. Let's see where we're headed. I think I go check out the cabins at this point. Yes. So they rent these cabins here. There's a huge lake. Quite a few lakes in this area. And we were considering, actually, when we come back up here after a month of me being down there, around the week of Christmas up until New Year's, she's got the winter break off. So we're going to spend Thanksgiving week together, and then she's got to go back to work for, 2 or 3 more weeks, and I'm going to get the Jeep, roadworthy. Make sure I do a full inspection of it and everything. But these cabins here in Oak Mountain State Park are just amazing. And they're up for rent. They've got full amenities, and it's super peaceful and quiet back here in this loop. I think I'm showing her this too because I've never been there before. I want to maybe entertain the idea of staying here when we come back up to Alabama around Christmas week. But we ended up booking a really nice Airbnb just northwest of Chattanooga. We had never been to Chattanooga together, and I recently took a trip up there to with the company I work for to deliver a truck, and was able to cruise through downtown for a second. And it's so beautiful right on the Tennessee River. It's a really nice place. It looks dog friendly and stuff like that. And so we got ourselves a nice Airbnb, affordable, and we're going to spend Christmas up until New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve up there, bringing the dogs with us. I'm so excited about that. So yeah, that's basically this video. I really appreciate you guys following along and in these adventures and hearing from me, and me having a platform and an audience to basically do a little video diary. So yeah, talking to the guy in the campground, getting some info about that from inside, and I think that's where I end this video. So it's been really nice. Thanks for following along. If you haven't already, go back and watch from the beginning. Subscribe, and I love you guys. Have a good one. Utopia is within reach. Peace.